Now, did you guys get that? All that's got to happen is you get 10 of those, and that's called $3,750 on your royalty override check. You're almost a millionaire team member. Now, if only 2 out of the 10, write that down, $3,750. If only 2 out of the 10 become millionaire team members, that's going to be another $6,000 that you're going to be earning in royalties minimum. They're at $4,000. You usually get 75% of what they do. So that's $6,000. So that's almost $100,000 a year right there on your 3 levels. Now, how many people in this room make twice on their infinite what they do on their 3 levels? Raise your hands. If you're making twice on your infinite level what you make on your 3 levels, get your hands up in the air. Okay? So if you had 10 first lines and only 2 of them get the millionaire team, okay, that's $200,000 a year in income by just doing that. So what do you concentrate on? Getting 10 first line every single month. Okay? And then concentrate on going down line so you can make this happening with 2,500, okay? And it all happens. But it happens with the beginning of getting those first lines. Now, here's the next thing I did that I had to master. And all you guys got to learn how to do it too, and that's meetings. You got to get up and do meetings. Every single person in the room, you guys got to learn how to do meetings. If you're not doing meetings, you got to know how to do meetings. Period. Okay? That means you guys. Every one of you guys in the back, all you girls in the back, you got to get up and do meetings. Do the products, do the marketing plan, do the clothes, the whole thing. You got to know how to do it all. Okay? If you want to get up here and get like me, you want to get like the Chairman's Club members down here, you want to get like the President's team members, okay? They all know how to do meetings. Okay? And so you got to know how to do the meetings. We're not going to go through what's happening in the meetings. You guys know what to do. Okay? Here's what you do to do a meeting. Do one. You know what? Do one. Okay? And then if you don't do it so good, do another one. And if you don't do it so good, do another one. Trust me, you'll get good at it if you do it enough times. You won't keep getting up there and being a flop, trust me. You'll do it better and better and better. You got to learn how to do trainings. If you don't know how to do a training, easy. Go to one of the trainings, listen, learn, and then do one. Listen, learn, and then do one. See, you don't really got it in your mind until you're doing one. Okay? You're listening to it, you're absorbing it, okay? But it's going in one ear and out the other until you got to get up there and actually say the stuff. When you say it, you're going to know it. You can't just be going out here doing all this stuff. You got to do it. Okay, you got to do it, and there's nobody in the room that can't do it. You can all do it. Hey, if I can do it, you guys can do it. And I didn't have a sponsor. Nobody got me after the meeting and said, do this a little better. Didn't work like that. Okay? So you guys, in the speakers that we got now, okay, all you got to do it. But we got incredible speakers today. So all you got to do is go to one of these STSs and learn from the incredible speakers that we got today, and you're going to be incredible faster than we ever did. Why? Because our people are good. I mean, I wasn't very good when we started these meetings. Here's the products. Here's the marketing plan. Good night. I mean, they were quick. We used to have that. I remember the big card? I had this great big card, for those of you that haven't heard this story. Okay, and it had these stupid little clips on it, and they'd fall apart every time you took the card. The first card had, "Welcome to my family." What a stupid deal that was. I would have walked out of the room the moment I said that. Man, when I think about some of those old meetings. Okay, here's the fourth thing you got to do. Duplicate. You got to show your people how to retail. Write these things down. I'm giving you the stuff that got me rich. You got to teach them how to recruit. You got to teach them how to do a meeting. You got to get them and show them how to do a training. You got to get them and you got to show them how to do conference calls. You got to show them how to do an organizational meeting. And then we'll take over from there and help them get to the corporate schools. And then I'll make sure that they know how to do the chairman's classes, the extravaganzas, and the summit. And I'll do that for you. Here's number 5, commitment. And here's the only thing I can tell you about commitment. You're going to have to sit your family down and talk about your commitment. You're going to have to get the whole family bought in on the program. Okay? It's been part of my problem. Okay? There was commitments in the beginning, but the commitments fell apart. So you may have to continue to keep talking about what the commitment's going to be. Because part of my problem was when the company went public, I made a serious amount of money. And for some reason, people in my family thought that I was not going to have to go out there and work anymore. But they didn't realize that this wasn't just an act up here on stage. This is not an act. This is what I do. So you're going to have to get an agreement with your family here, okay? And everybody's going to have to buy in on it and discuss it and agree. You're going to work this much. You're going to play this much. This is what it's going to mean if you do this, okay? If I work this hard, here's what we might get, okay? And keep your commitments, okay? And that may have to be refined from the day you start to the time you can become a GET team member. It may have to be refined. And when you become a millionaire team member, it may have to be refined. And when you get to the president's team, it may have to be refined. And then when your spouse sits there looking at you as the president's team member, and your burning desire is to go for chairman's club, okay? And they're getting on your nerves because they don't want you working like crazy to get to the chairman's club, okay? You're going to have one of those little sweet talks. These have been my experiences. Here's the first thing you guys get, okay? Here's the first thing you guys get when you get going, okay? You do everything that you can to make yourself look more impressive to your group so you match the pitch. So here's what I did. The first thing I did was I bought some new clothes. Wasn't that great? Wasn't at the greatest place, but it was the greatest place I could get that would make me look the best so that what I was pitching would match with the clothes I was wearing. You got it? So for those of you brand new, I remember Jerry, we sent her down to the Goodwill store, and she bought her silk dress for $2 to make herself look better at the meetings that she was given. Okay? So it may have to start way down at the bottom. We didn't get this way by being what you're seeing here today. Okay? This thing started out with a little white jacket and those little black pants. Okay? Okay? And then from there, I got my first car. I'll never forget driving up in that El Dorado. Remember that? And then they made everybody sniff the seats. Seriously, I brought all my supervisors in and I said, sniff the seats, man. This leather is cool, baby. Then the next thing I did was I got a better apartment. A better apartment. Okay? Wasn't a house, it was an apartment. A better apartment. That's where I started. A better apartment. Then I got my very first condo. Never forget my very first condo. Smaller than my bathroom at Gray Hall. Seriously. Can you believe that? Wait till you see my bathroom. It's unbelievable. Okay? And then you may decide you want an office, and then you go for your very first house, and then maybe you go for your first mansion, and then maybe you're getting your holiday house. I know what happened to me. Okay, this is what I used to look like. It's me going to an organizational meeting back in 1980. We can bring that up. And that was my new clothes. I know, I look just like Paco. You got it all wrong. Paco looked just like me. And there I was, okay? And I went from that, and I had my very first office. You guys have seen that, okay? Got my little dinky, raggedy old office. There's Frank Lutz putting the number up on the building. Look at Frank Lutz. He was our businessman. He was our top guy. He was a real estate person. Look at him. He looks so corny. Of course, I went from that to now we got the new building. I bought my house in my dreams in 1985, right when the FDA dropped the atomic bomb on us. I bought it the month before that. I bought my house in Maui, okay? Get that up. Then I got myself a little beach house, okay, so I can get away from Beverly Hills, okay, down in Malibu down there, okay? Right next door there is the Reiners, okay, that produce all the movies. We got all the movie stars live right around me, okay? It's unbelievable. Everybody lives right down there, okay? Stallone's got his place down there. Everybody's got their house down there, okay? And then of course I got Gray Hall, okay? And wait till you guys see Gray Hall tonight. You're not gonna believe it. I got the 4,000 square foot guest house next door done, and you ain't gonna believe it. It looks unbelievable. Okay, you guys, that's where you're going to walk through first tonight. You're going to go through the guest house, okay, first, then you go over to the main house. And, of course, then I stepped up to the plate and got my boat. Got my boat going. And this year, since nobody was buying me Christmas presents, I bought myself a Christmas present, and I got a helicopter from the back of my boat. This is the way it looks right now. They only come in black and red. It's being painted right now white with the gold stripes on it, so it's got the Shamwari name on it and stuff like that. It'd be called Shamwari 2, okay, with 7342 MH on it. You're not going to believe how much cooler this boat's going to look with a helicopter on the back.